Guadalupe Mountains National Park contains the highest mountain in Texas, but that is just one piece of the puzzle. Its origin dates back 200 million years as the edge of an inland sea, and now contains the largest exposed reef in the world. In the next 2 days, we will be testing our bodies with the most challenging hike we've ever done, attempting to find evidence of this prehistoric reef and searching for other less known stories from this incredible national park.
Love you.
As two inexperienced hikers attempting our first state summit, we need all the time available to hike to the top of Guadalupe Peak. 4:30 a.m. wake up, 6 a.m. start makes us anxious, excited, and slightly sleep deprived. But as one of the first groups on the trail, we've tackled the first challenge, just getting out here.
Oh my gosh, it's purple now. Oof is right.
Now it's time for breakfast.
I meal prepped some breakfast burritos. Whoa, look at the sun. You see just a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We need a breakfast burrito. Oh, gee, the sun rises on the mountain. And you're laughing at me. So nice.
Whoa, that is insane.
That is really pretty.
Every time we take like 10 steps, we turn around, and it's just magical here in Guadalupe Mountains National Park. It's incredibly magical. The wind, just as we turned this corner, the wind really gusted high, and the ranger in the visitor station warned us about this corner yesterday. So we have been waiting for it, and I think we see the peak off in the distance. I'm not sure.
Could be a false peak or a false
peak. Can you believe this? The mountains are just incredible.
Guadalupe Mountains National Park has a claim to being the windiest national park in the lower 48, and is one of the windiest locations in the entire country. With 80-mile-per-hour gusts, the peak trail can get very dangerous. We specifically chose to hike the peak today as the winds are forecasted to be pretty light, but perhaps the weather has a different plan in mind.
Climbing up this mountain so far has been a very humbling experience. It is tough. And coming from Florida, where there is practically zero elevation, pretty minimal, this is a challenge. And even though we just did a really challenging hike in Big Bend maybe a few weeks ago, it is tough. And I think like these tough moments, they really just make you reflect. I'm grateful for what the body can do, but also just like taking a moment to realize, like, you know, you can do hard things. It feels good. It feels good to be doing hard things.
Check this out. There are fossils here in the middle of the trail, basically. And what's crazy, and the reason why this is a national park, is that this is the largest exposed reef in the entire world, the Capitan Reef. And while these might not look like fossils in the, I guess, traditional sense, They are. These are the organisms that used to be here millions and millions of years ago. And literally it's just on the trail to the peak. Crazy.
How cool.
Yeah.
More switchbacks, more elevation. We got this.
Summit's in sight.
Summit is in sight.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that is wild. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. And it's wild. This was underwater. And then this mountain range that we're on right now, Guadalupe Mountains, was pushed up. Oh my gosh. It's just wild, and that's why you can see fossils. How pretty.
This takes me back to Big Bend on the South Rim Trail.
So pretty.
Oh, so incredible. I think that right there is El Capitan. Not El Capitan from Yosemite, but from here in Texas. And it's actually the viewpoint of the park, to see the park from the outside, not the peak. It actually obscures the peak. So that is the more well-known landmark, and we're gonna be seeing that on our final day here. So make sure you stay tuned to see that. Hey babe, that's El Capitan.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like the less recognizable side of it.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that does look like it.
How you doing?
I'm tired. I'm struggling.
Doing great though.
Thanks. Keep pushing on.
Yep. Wow.
Cool.
Right.
Hi. We did it!
Good job. Feels like the way the hike was going, there's still another pushback.
I know, right?
First state summit accomplished.
Feels so good.
We're feeling really relaxed now after being up here for like 45 minutes.
I'm feeling very grateful. Grateful for our bodies, grateful for this day, grateful for the lack of wind up here. I was definitely expecting it to be
Yeah, there's practically
blasting wind. Yeah. So I think we really lucked out.
Now we're gonna head back down and maybe take a different path on the way down.
Little detour.
See. We'll see. Any geologists in the comments below want to say what this is?
Oh yeah. Hint, hint, Aunt Patty. What is this? Whatever it is, it's pretty cool. It's really shiny. We see our next trail. It's kind of wild. So we are probably about less than 2 miles with the end of this trail, but we are going to be pivoting and going off onto another trail. So we see it below, and it's going to be another challenge for sure.
But with every challenge comes an opportunity for great reward.
Really? Oh, that's a good one. I like it.
We've made it to the decision point just off to my right is the cutoff to Devil's Hall Trail. So this is basically a connector trail in a way. And Devil's Hall is supposed to be one of the other prime hiking trails in the park. There's over 80 miles of hiking trails, so there's a lot of good hiking. But anyway, before we make the decision, we're feeling pretty good. We've been out for about 7.5 hours, a long time. But we just want to make sure Ollie's good. So fortunately, we can do that remotely. So let me pull up my phone. We have the VRM app, and we can see the entire status of Summit while we're away, as long as we have cell service. And so it looks like we have 74% charge, and it's charging because of the solar. And most importantly, you can see our DC power is 230 watts. That means our DC air conditioner is still running. Now went up to 400, that means it's still running. That's good. And the interior is 75 degrees. And because the temperature is 75 degrees in there, we know Ollie is perfectly fine. In fact, our temperature sensor is more towards the front of the van, near the cab. So that's actually much warmer than it is in the back where the AC is. So all in all, always good. So I have to give a big thank you to Battleborn batteries. The Game Changer batteries and the entire Victron system is kind of what you saw just now. And that gives us so much peace of mind to leave Ollie in the van, especially because she's just not allowed in a lot of these national parks. She got a treat before we left. She'll get a nice walk later today. There is a dog-friendly trail in this park, so stay tuned to see more of Ollie.
All right, now we're starting this trail.
You were looking for a sign of the last one. There was not really a sign. You had to just trust me.
And I'm grateful that we see a sign. Devil's Hall.
This one has a sign back to where we were too, so I just missed.
Makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, let's do it. So we're Guadalupe Peak. We hiked to the top of the state of Texas. This is not a hike up. I mean, we will have some elevation gain, of course. We are in the mountains, but we are hiking through the canyon, which is really cool. Especially because there's supposed to be a really cool rock feature at the end of this hike. That's why we're doing it. I just want to see it. Devil's Hall. And see if it really matches the name.
What's just amazing to me is like the life that you see in a desert. I guess I always think of like desert as just nothing and like sand and that's it.
Scorpions.
Scorpions, cactus. But there's quite a bit of life here, and it's been a pleasant surprise.
Now, this half of Devil's Hall is a rock scramble. We are just going basically up the riverbed where all these massive boulders are, and that's the trail. A mix in between make your own trail and guidelines with the riverbanks. We heard it's about an hour of a tough climb, so we are in for another difficult hike. Because it's hard, makes it worth it. Means we're growing.
Oh good, it's like a funnel.
It's like a funnel. Don't stand up.
Don't stand up.
Whoa!
Ew.
Oh my goodness. I think we're at almost at the end of the trail.
That's good, because I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired too. My heart rate's going at 180 beats a minute.
I know.
This is Zone 5 training.
Nice.
We made it. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
After 9 hours of hiking, we've made it. Getting here, I'm not sure why it's called Devil's Hall, but wow, this chasm is incredible.
Okay.
You know what time it is?
No.
Snack time.
Snack time. Oh, good. We're trying an alternative route. If you go towards the right when you're going down, the left when you're looking at it, and trying to hug the wall.
Yes.
That's our attempt this time, because it's very steep.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh boy.
Here, why don't I just film you? Yeah, Elliot, put the camera down. Yeah, I don't know that I like this either.
It's only sketchy right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
All you have to do is commit to it. It's great. Doing a great job. Slower than slow. Trawler speed. Oh, good job.
Okay. Did it.
Summit all the way over there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see Ollie.
Man.
I'm so excited. Ollie, we're coming for you, babe.
Our longest hike ever. What happens when I plan the hikes, eh?
Yeah.
Right over there, it's the parking lot. Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hi.
very comfortable.
Oh, it's so comfortable in here. Hi.
Hi.
Are you happy?
I'm so happy to see you. I am so happy to see you.
All right, final stats. 12.09 miles, 3,654 feet of ascent, and 10.5 hours. Oh, we felt like that was so much harder than the South Rim trail that we just did in Big Bend, which was higher and longer, but it took us less time, like 2 hours less. So I don't know, it's just crazy. Yeah, I can't wait for the hikes tomorrow. Now we're gonna share some of that hiking fun with Ollie and go on the only trail that dogs are allowed on in the park.
Are you excited? You want to explore Guadalupe Mountains National Park?
Come here.
Let's go. Let's go.
So in order to protect both the flora and the fauna and the animals, the pets, in Guadalupe National Park, there's only one trail that allows dogs on it, and it's this trail, the Pinery Trail. But this trail is also pretty cool because it takes you to a little bit of the history of the time. So you get to see what the stagecoaches and the mules that were used to basically transport mail. And this was one of their stops to like refill and to like get water and refresh their people. And so we're gonna go see some of the old remains.
A lot of history in this park.
Yeah.
The wind is picking up tonight. There's supposed to be 80-mile-an-hour gusts at the peak. And so we met some backpackers who had stayed there last night, and they said that basically they were surprised their tent stayed down. And so tonight's gonna be even worse. Same thing tomorrow night, so they decided to cancel their plans. So wind is definitely the most important weather pattern to look at when coming to Guadalupe Mountains National Park. It's something seriously to consider. Even down here, kind of at base camp area, it is still strong winds. Now, before the Pinery Station existed, and this is a remnant wall from that time period, to get a letter to San Francisco, California from St. Louis, Missouri, you would have to ship it down around South America. Absolutely nuts. This route, and this was one of the prime stations here, connected St. Louis, Missouri to San Francisco, California. Absolutely wild. And El Capitan was the main look point, the viewpoint to know the area, and that's what we're seeing tomorrow. Can't wait to check that out from the salt dunes here in Guadalupe National Park.
That's it. It's a short hike. It's about 0.67 miles. So we're wrapping it up. It was a great hike, but it is time for dinner. We are so hungry after burning so many calories today from those hikes. So let's eat some dinner.
After burning over 4,600 calories today, I bet you didn't expect us to cook chili rellenos for dinner. But we did. Our chili rellenos, which is basically stuffed chilies, that's what relleno means. And we have black beans and cheese. I mean, say no more. Black bean and cheese stuffed rellenos over a bed of white rice.
Looks so good.
Smells good. The only thing is
and
I
it has
didn't.
a sauce too.
Yeah, and I made a homemade sauce with it. Oh my god, it smells so good. The only thing is I did not take the seeds out of the jalapenos.
Oh geez.
Any of the jalapenos. So it might be a little spicy.
I use some sour cream because although I do enjoy a little spice, I don't know that I enjoy how many jalapenos?
3.
3 jalapenos worth of spice. That might be a little much for me. The sauce literally smells so good. There's tomatoes in it, garlic, onion, jalapenos. That is so good though. Good job, babe.
Thanks.
Isn't a TMI, but it is so spicy, my sinuses are completely cleared. Like they are just...
Alright, that's a wrap on day 1 here in Guadalupe Mountains National Park. We're going to head to a Texas rest stop to sleep. And tomorrow we'll be back in the park. Oh my god, we are so sore this morning. That hike yesterday was a killer. Just a pro tip. Right here, basically, we are on the border of Mountain Time and Central Time. And so basically this area of Texas is on Central Time, but the park is on Mountain Time. So at this Texas rest stop, basically my phone and Jen's phone will just be switching back from Mountain Time to Central Time. So if you set an alarm to wake up, it may not work. You may jump ahead or jump behind depending on what time of day it is. So what we used was like a simple timer on our phones, and that actually worked pretty well. Something you might not expect coming to this national park. But we are pivoting our plans today. There is a high wind advisory and a dust storm advisory coming today, and we've already experienced that once before off camera. This is what it looks like. So there's both pros and cons to traveling around a Sprinter van. The con is that in high winds, it's a little stressful, but the pro is that this is our home, so we can do whatever we want. So we will be back in 2 days. Bye, Ollie. We have traded in the wind for cold rain. But you know what? I have been so excited to see what the desert looks like and how it just is a little different with water. And today we get to experience that. So I cannot wait for this hike. We're in a different area of Guadalupe Mountains National Park, McKittrick Canyon. Ready to explore?
Yeah, I guess so. Little wet today.
Little wet.
Little wet. Ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We just talked to the guide at the visitor center here. It's very small. It's just a one-person shop here in McKittrick Canyon. But she recommended that we set a timer for our hike because the gate closes at 5 p.m. here. This is a day use area only. So we have a time limit, folks. So 6 hours, 40 minutes. Knowing how long it took us for our first day here, it's gonna be tight.
It smells really good here. It's hard to describe it, but it smells very fresh and in a very different freshness that I've experienced before. It almost smells like a light, I don't know, like soapiness, but soap has a...
Like laundry almost.
Yeah, it smells like laundry, but like not in like a heavily fragranced laundry. It just smells like clean sheets in the wind.
If you watched our last video on Big Bend, we were doing a ranger-led tour in the hot springs, and Ranger Trish told us that the desert in a rainstorm has a typical smell. I think this is it. I think this is it.
Oh, there's 4 of them.
I see. Oh yeah. Is that a doe?
Maybe.
That's the cool thing about being in the springtime, I think. It's like, it's the season of life.
Yeah.
Season of birth. Cool. I love the sights and the view and the geology of hiking, but the animals are really where my heart goes. Just seeing those deer. So cool.
You know, I didn't really want to go on this hike today because it was raining and it's not the most fun to like walk out in the rain. But I really do think, I mean, we're not, maybe ask me again at the end of this hike, but it's so pretty. And like to see it, to see the desert and to see the mountains whenever it is raining and it doesn't normally rain, I feel like it's such a unique opportunity. We are, oh shoot, 2.4 miles in, and this way goes to Pratt Lodge. He was the guy who donated the land. He bought the land, thought it was so beautiful, and then donated it so it could be part of the national park.
And this is his lodge.
And this is his lodge, yes, correct. This might just be one of my favorite hikes ever. Hike to some rocking chairs with a killer view. I mean, doesn't get much better than this.
Keep our hands warm together. Alright, time check. We have 4 hours and 48 minutes left before the gates close, so we're still doing pretty good. And we have a little over a mile, I think, of ascent left before our final destination on this hike. Yeah, I can see it. Grotto. Look at that.
Whoa. Oh, that's pretty neat.
We made it to the grotto, the end of our trail today. Now, the actual trail, the McKintrick Canyon Trail, which is what we've been hiking along, goes over 20 miles. So there's no way we're doing that.
Not today, anyway.
Not today. Look at this, the grotto. And they even have a stone picnic table here. A reprieve from the rain. We can just listen to it and have a treat.
Nice.
Wow. I feel like one of the probably really incredible things about this national park in particular is that it is the 12th least visited national park. And so basically we've seen hardly anybody both days. And we have this amazing spot all to ourselves to sit in nature, hear the birds, hear the rain falling through the trees. We're pretty lucky.
We're so lucky. Cool. Oh, that treat. Whew.
Our sweet treat for today is one of our favorite chocolate bars, the Hue Mint chocolate bars.
Mm. Mm.
The other place, I don't know. With that, now let's head back to the car. Gotta make it before they close. We have 3 hours and 50 minutes. It took 2.5 hours to get here, plus some change.
So we should have plenty of time.
But we gotta get moving. We're coming for you. Hey! Hey, good girl, how are you? Were you taking a nap?
Hi.
You're just so excited. Good girl, you got your bed. Stay.
Wait.
Stay.
Wait. We're coming. We're coming.
Stay.
All right.
Well, we might be pivoting our plans, but stay tuned. We need to figure it out ourselves what we're doing next. Oh my god! We have an hour and 46 minutes before the gates close, so we made it. Woohoo! We're still in the parking lot. We need to leave the parking lot, but basically made it. Now for the pivot, alright? We were really excited to go to the salt dunes and to see El Capitan. Unfortunately, there's this thing called the weather.
Which we're well accustomed to pivoting towards.
That's true.
For.
Exactly. And so we don't only have wind this time. It is a winter storm warning. So wind, snow, rain, all of those things, ice. So we're gonna go to the viewpoint. Hopefully we'll see it. I don't know. It's not over yet, folks. We still might see it. We're gonna go to the viewpoint, but unfortunately we won't be able to make it to the salt dunes because it is gypsum. So basically when it gets wet, it turns to mush, which basically means we would most likely get stuck. It's not good to go out there in wet weather.
And not recommended by the National Park Rangers.
Yes, it's not just us saying this, okay? Professionals are telling us this. We listen to the professionals. So that's gonna have to wait, but in our next video we're gonna go to bigger gypsum sand dunes, some really big ones in New Mexico, so make sure you subscribe to that. Now, let's pull out of the parking lot and let's see if we can see El Capitan.
Alright, we have a cup of tea. I'm gonna put the thing on and I have my slippers on, so we're all good to go. It's one of the best parts of van life.
Guadalupe Mountains National Park's beauty, like most of the national parks we've visited so far, has been this complex mix of history, geology, people, and wilderness. There isn't just one thing that showcases why this is an incredible national park. It's all these details together. The highest point in Texas, the largest exposed reef in the world, the historic home of the Mescalero Apache, an instrumental link in connecting the West, and so much more. As two East Coasters, we are amazed by the desert and how it seems to be a contradiction, both barren and full of life. Whether or not we see El Capitan, Guadalupe Mountains National Park has been one we'll never forget.
It's not looking promising.
That's okay, we'll see what we can see.
Yeah, it is very, very pretty and a bit majestic how it is right now though.
All right, we've made it to the viewpoint.
And I don't see it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we did not see El Capitan, which was on our bucket list for this park, but it just means we'll have to come back. That's the thing about full-time traveling in our home, is that sometimes the days are great and sometimes the weather's not that great. But that is alright. We got to see so much of Guadalupe Mountains National Park. We ended up hiking over 20 miles, and considering there's 82 miles of trails in the entire national park, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. Guadalupe Mountains National Park really stole my heart, especially with this last hike going through McKittrick Canyon. It was stunning. The smells, the sights, the wildlife that we saw, it was really, really beautiful. Quite a memorable experience. Now we will have all of our guides for Guadalupe Mountains National Park on our website to help you plan your trip to Guadalupe Mountains. We thank you so much for watching this video.
Make sure you stay tuned. Next week we're going to be going to 2 national parks in 2 days. So, should be pretty exciting.
Thanks for watching this video. See you then.
Off.
Off. Off. Wow. Oh my god. Oh. Oh.
Here for like 45 minutes.
Yeah. Let's go this way. Snake, snake, snake. Gotta warn them that I'm coming their way.
There's practically
blasting wind, yeah. Bless you.
Yum.
Lots of flies.
You thirsty?
No, not thirsty for that. You're joking.
Super high.
Oh, you're on the table. Off the table.
Not supposed to do that. Alright, we've made it to El Capitan viewpoint. Let's see what we could see. Nothing.
But we need to clean the lens.
Well, unfortunately, we do not have a good sight.
Hold on.